Hey guys, Adam here, and I'm finally back with another Trove review. That came out a bit weird. Before we start though, I have got to tell you, I have got a pretty sore throat, and I've been pretty ill for the past couple of days with the flu. It's now finally starting to calm down a bit, but yes, pretty much the only reason why I've been a bit delayed making new videos. But anyway, moving on now. I'm doing a new review of the Neon Ninja. I gotta be honest with this class, I was a bit hesitant. Before I actually had the class, I was kind of looking forward to it, and then I finally had it, and yeah, I didn't really like it. But recently Trove did a bit of an update, and they've kind of fixed the class slightly, and I thought I'd give it another bash, and I gotta say the results were pretty surprising. Now, to keep the review short and sweet, we're going to move straight on to the abilities, and the Neon Ninja's attacks are kind of strange. They all kind of work in conjunction with each other. Your main attack will be just swinging your sword around like every other melee class, although it is pretty quick, and it does increase your attack speed every time you level up. Also, every time you hit an enemy, a ring will appear up on you. You can have a maximum of 3 rings. What makes these special is that they actually work with your next skill, Shadow Flip. Shadow Flip kind of works similarly to the Fate Trickster's Blink, although it doesn't last for very long. It does increase your movement speed though, but that's pretty much about it for the special stuff. This then, Shadow Flip, also works with your passive skill, Shining Star, which then allows you to throw a star, well, a shuriken star. That's come out right, yes. But depending on the strength of this skill will determine on how many rings you've actually gained after hitting enemies. This isn't that hard, you've only got to hit about 3 enemies to actually reach the maximum strength it can actually have. But you can hit it once, have a little bit of strength, hit it twice, yeah, you kind of get the idea there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the first 2 skills, which you'll be using quite a lot, and yeah, sounds kind of weird. The next skill you unlock is Stasis Blade. You fly towards the enemy and you lock them in place, and you also cause a little bit of damage. It's a pretty decent amount of damage if I'm honest, but yes. But yeah, you hold the enemies in place completely. I love this skill. I don't really see that many of the Neon Ninjas using it that much, but I think that's just because I don't necessarily play with many people. I'm usually a solo player. But I found this to be very handy in shadow arenas where I could just lock down enemies as soon as they come out of the box. And I found it really handy, and I'm pretty other people found it really handy for them as well, because you can just keep all the enemies swarmed into one corner, and I love this skill. Yeah, it's brilliant. And then we come to the ultimate skill. I hate this skill. I have actually found very little reason to use it. If you ever see me using it in the video, it's only because I'm actually demonstrating to you what it actually does. It's called Final Technique, and all it does, you basically shoot a beam out of your sword every time you swing it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. It doesn't... I don't know, Stasis Blade and Shadow Flip, they've kind of got their own things going on, and they work really well, and then you come to this, and it's like, wow, anticlimax. I really think they could have done something much better. I'm still not sure if they are planning on redoing the Neon Ninja, like they're also apparently doing as well to the Gunslinger, but yeah, seems like a bit of a disaster skill, really. They could have done much better, I'm afraid. It's not the best ultimate skill, it's probably the worst ultimate skill in the whole game. Now for techniques and builds, what I usually find best technique-wise using this class, use your Stasis Blade, hold enemies in place, and then use your Shadow Flip and your Shuriken then to actually throw stars at them. The only problem with the Shuriken passive skill, it doesn't go through enemies, so as soon as it's hit one enemy, that's it. You probably notice in the video as well, it looks like I'm throwing it twice, although only the one hit is actually registering. I think that's possibly just from my high ping. But yeah, other than that, if you can hit the one enemy, it will do a massive amount of damage to it if you've like fully charged it up. But other than that, that's it, it'll only hit the one enemy. It's kind of a bummer. It would have been more useful if it could at least penetrate and do like half the damage or something to the next enemy behind it. But I don't know, I think that's just my little 2 cents to be honest with you. But yeah, I found that to work best. Hold them down with a Stasis Blade and then just lay into them and then rinse and repeat. As far as what stats you want to have on your gear, your sword, I don't know, physical damage, health regen, energy regen, and maximum health. Well, health. Hat and face, I'd probably go for increased maximum health, the percentage one, and then just increase extra health. Health regen and energy regen, and just pretty much just go with that. Mostly health though. I didn't really find myself running that low of energy, and then I can just use a Zeal Flask then if I really want to. But other than that, health regen and maximum health are probably the best survival ways to go at this. It doesn't have very much health at all with this class when you start off with this, so to try and max that out as quick as you can, you'll find yourself lasting a lot longer than what you probably would. For the rings then, totally up to you guys. I've gone with physical damage and jump. That's, I don't know, I just like jump and physical damage because extra physical damage, yes. But yeah, that's kind of up to you. I'm probably going to get a bit of flack for this actually, but no, this is just the build that I've used and I've just found it useful. So why not put it out there, and yeah. And then we've come to the negative then of the class. I've pretty much said most of it already. The ultimate skill is a complete joke, and I have no reason to use it whatsoever. You have very little health to start off with, so you're really going to have to pump that up if you want to survive in the higher levels. I'm trying to think of what else it was then. Your passive skill, throwing the shuriken, only hits the one enemy, so make sure that shot counts, otherwise you have to charge back up again and throw another one out there and hope that that one hits. That's pretty much then, if I'm honest. The ultimate skill, the low health, and the shuriken not being able to penetrate the enemy. Also, now that I remember, another problem I have with this class, when you use Stasis Blade, I've noticed it does a lot of destruction to the environment. When you're by yourself, this isn't necessarily a problem, but say if you're in a U5 and you're with about 10 other people, and let's say you've got, I don't know, about 3 or 4 Neon Ninjas in there, and they're all using Stasis Blade as well, you can end up completely destroying the ground beneath you. And say if you're up high, you end up just making the whole process a lot harder for you and everyone else. It basically just destroys, eats the ground away, and everything just falls, and it becomes a pain in the arse. Other than that, though, I haven't got really that much else to say that's bad about this class. It was awful when I first used it, and they didn't do any updates on it, but they managed to fix Stasis Blade, which apparently wasn't working properly. But now they've got that working good again. This class is definitely a contender now. It works really well. I'd say he's a good support melee class, to be honest with you. Not that hard hitting, but Stasis Blade I think is so useful. It's useful for you, it's useful for everyone. I think it's a really good class if he's used in the right way. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Like I said at the beginning, I've got a pretty sore throat and I've been ill for a couple of days, so I probably sounded a bit derpy once or twice. But yeah, I thought I need to do a new video by now. I haven't done one for a while. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be doing another one soon. I'm not really sure what other class I do next. Yeah, shit. I should probably look to see what other classes are there to do because I'm not sure. They've got a new one coming out soon, so I'm probably going to get that. Looking forward to that one. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. Sorry if I sounded a bit funny, and hope to see you again soon.